Hey guys, before you get started, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Aquaman is finally making it to the silver screen, but what do most people really know about the King of Atlantis?
You can talk to fish.
Well, besides that. Today, we find out the top 5 facts you don't know about Aquaman. Probably. Number 1. Raised by dolphins. Of course you've heard of being raised by wolves, but raised by dolphins? Aquaman is a grown hero now, but he was never meant to grow up at all. He was born to the Queen of Poseidonus, Atlanta, and an ancient wizard named Atlan. Then he was given his ancestral Atlantean name Orin, but the infant would not learn of this name for many years. And why, you ask? And what does this have to do with dolphins? This was all because of his blonde hair. In Atlantis, blonde hair was equated with an ancient evil of Shalako and Kordax, Orin's ancestors. The superstitious Atlanteans gave the infant up to the sea, but he was rescued by a dolphin named Porm. Orin, called Swimmer by the dolphins, lived amongst them for many years. Unlike other Atlanteans, Orin was born with the ability to converse with sea creatures. This gift was likely the result of the magic in his blood and allowed him to assimilate into dolphin life. All of this before Orin even began his life in the lighthouse as Arthur Curry. Number 2. A dead son. Aquaman and Aqualad have always been the dynamic duo of the sea, and like the original Batman and Robin, there is no actual family relation there, but Aquaman did have a child once. Well, technically he's had a child more than once, but Aquababy is a baby that almost ruined Aquaman and Mera forever. So as the story goes, Aquaman and his wife Mera were happy and in love, and they had a baby, creatively named Arthur Jr. Now, he was lovingly known as Aquababy, and he was pretty much adored by all the people of Atlantis, but not the fans. The Black Manta orchestrated a plot forcing Aquaman to fight Aqualad while he kidnapped and murdered Aquababy. After the death of Arthur Jr., Aquaman became cold and distant because, of course, like all heroes, he blamed himself. The real story is that Aquababy really wasn't that popular with the readers, but I think DC probably took it too far when they murdered the poor baby. This is by far the most depressing Aquaman story ever. Number 3. Cursebreaker. So, you might not know this, but Aquaman is pretty much a classic fairy tale hero. In addition to being the king of the 7 seas, let me elaborate some. Now, he is a mighty warrior, a strong leader, and a DC powerhouse. But unlike Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, he has a storybook power that no one would expect. He can break a sleeping curse. Do you know the story? The Queen of Fables was introduced to the Justice League in 2000. No, this isn't some weird fable crossover. This is the real Queen from Snow White going up against the Justice League. In the story, she assumes Wonder Woman is her daughter and punishes her for being beautiful by putting her under a sleeping spell. While other heroes have tried to break the spell, super strength can't combat magic. Wonder Woman needed Aquaman to wake her with a kiss, because he is the King of Atlantis. And before you can be a king, you're a prince. One kiss from Arthur and she was awake again, so Aquaman can add breaking curses to his superhero resume. Number 2. Television show. Aquaman has finally made it to the big silver screen, but it's not the first time on screen. Besides having his own cartoons in the 1960s and appearing in several other animated series, he also once had a live-action show. Well, at least a pilot. He appeared as Arthur A.C. Curry on Smallville, a marine biology major from the University of Miami. After his success on Smallville, probably due to his super cool custom green and orange wetsuit, the creators of the show decided to give him a spin-off. Although the Smallville version was played by Alan Ritchson, who is our current Hawk on Titans, Justin Hartley was cast as Aquaman, who ironically went on to play Oliver Queen on Smallville. The pilot was set to air, but it turned out the network was not going to buy it. The episode went on to be a top seller on iTunes, I think you can still find it there, and was eventually aired on Canadian TV and was pretty popular. It is called Aquaman, but it was rumored to be called Tempest Keys or even Mercy Reef. Unfortunately, we never got to see more of the show. Who knows, with the movie coming out, is it time for Aquaman to return to television? Number 1. Fish friends. All this talk always of talking to fish. What does it mean? It means an actual understanding and potential friendship. Aquaman does not only have human sidekicks and companions, but aquatic animals too. Aquaman can communicate and influence sea creatures, but this is not slavery. It's a very symbolic relationship. Aquaman protects the oceans, and the creatures of the sea help Aquaman. It makes sense then that Aquaman would have some aquatic sidekicks, although some of these choices are strange. For a long time in the comics, Aquaman was accompanied by his purple octopus friend, Topu. Topu was eventually adopted to a humanoid squid, and he was even enlisted to babysit Aqua Baby. The classic cartoon also left many fans familiar with Storm the Seahorse, and of course Tusky the Walrus. We've already talked about how Aquaman was also raised by dolphins, so count his mother, siblings, and his first love, all dolphins. So did you know any of these lost facts about Aquaman, and do you feel more prepared for the movie now? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a comment below, press subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.